Do you ever feel like sometimes you really want to speak up for justice and for peace, and perhaps you're living in an area where there's really not much of that going on, but you need the strength? Well, perhaps St. Oscar Romero can help you. He had great courage in speaking truth and justice while preaching the gospel. He actually lived not too long ago in the mid to late 1900s, and he was appointed as Bishop of El Salvador during a time when there was great persecution happening, not just amidst the Christian community, but also especially the poor community. There were people who did not live good or healthy or safe lives, and those poor people were speaking up against the government. But then they would go missing, or they would be killed and their bodies would be found. And during this time, St. Oscar saw this and said, this is not how we need to treat our people. We need to stand up for them. So St. Oscar Romero made it his number one goal and his mission to make sure that he was ministering and standing up for the rights of the poor, but also speaking out against the violence that was happening from the government. And believe it or not, a lot of them were baptized Christians themselves. And so during one of his last homilies, he preached that we must surrender to the service to the poor through the love of Christ. And by doing that, we will become a grain of wheat that dies. And after that moment, he was shot and killed himself. And so let's remember St. Oscar Romero. He stood up for the rights of the poor and for human justice, and he did so while preaching the gospel. And so if we need courage to do that, or if we need to become more bold, or maybe have more of that service-like heart for the poor, let's ask for his intercession. And I am very certain that he will help us receive those graces to speak out against injustices and to serve those who need help. So, that's a saint you need to know.